Okay, YouTube, let's mark this as video 6, compartment behind. This is on the suicide of the truck. So this is the side where we do all the storage. This is basically electrical stuff. You're looking at sensors for Cummins, Detroit. This thing used to be all full of sensors back in the early days with the first generation stuff. Now there's so doggone many sensors I don't try. And you got some different supplies. That is basically headlights up there. There's wiring there. That's different kinds of shrink wrap, loom. These are where the tool compartments. That is trailer plugs. Also, something I do a lot of is Maxon liftgate solenoids. Let's see. Down here is more solenoids. This is some little bits and pieces of engine pieces, def gaskets. These are harnesses for Detroit PDF. This is relays. Just a bunch of electrical switching. That's some terminals, breakers. Down below, those two boxes, those are all O-rings. Top one's all full of Cummins O-rings. The bottom one's full of Cat. There's some squeeze time clamps. Those are O-ring sets. Another O-ring set. Some specialty gaskets. Some idler pulleys. And then there's snap rings and whatnot. In that compartment is carry fuses. These are all the cable ends for the heavier wires. There's all your terminals there for the small wires. Here's your tooling. I got 3 styles of crimping tools. These are your hand tools for taking and using the terminals. This one here, that one, I like these, but they take and cut through the shrink tube, and so the terminals rust. I like to use those heat shrinks. These are your dies for your hydraulic crimper, your tester for 7-way trailer plugs. That's the second one. First one I had, I melted it with a bad torch that was in here. Started a fire. This I use quite a bit for trailer lights. And then here's my DeWalt stuff. There's a die grinder, right hand grill, grinder, drill, and saw. So this is the stuff that lives in this area here. Above it is a bunch of kind of specialty stuff. First one is a plug kit, things for doing flaring, bolts. I got specialty bolts here for pulling yokes. Got tools for caging belt tensioners. And here's a bunch of odds and ends of just pieces. There's some Detroit fuel lines and stuff. This is pliers. I got a set of these things. They're half useless. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So one guy, he uses some vice grips and uses this, pushes it out. That's probably a pretty good idea. Got my Snappering Pliers, these Knipex. I really like them. I got that recently here for getting off hoses off DEF tanks. This I got for trying to get hoses off of PACCAR hose clamps in the back of the engine. These, I had a set of these in and out 90s. Those are old time. They are really good. I like the snap-on, and then I just got a mixture of other Snappering Pliers. Here's some hoses and stuff that I use for testing. We got some more specialty stuff in here. Fancy thing. This is my vacuum transducer for putting vacuum in tanks. Man, that's a memory. That's for doing running the rack on a Cummins without taking the jakes off. There's another one in there somewhere too. Couple of snips. Back on the bottom, there is the old transmission pliers that we used to use. We got the big one, the others. So, and I've been in transmission years. Last time I did a transmission, I supervised a kid for a guy that sent his kid off to school. The kid knew more than I did. Telephone. Now, everything I do is no cases. So this is my cooling system pressure tester. This goes into the vent hose from the thermostat housing to the reservoirs. So, like I say, we don't want to do any blow molded cases in this truck. We just can't fit it. So there's a pressure thing. This is my Volvo radiator draining thing. A couple of old stuff. I used to use these quite a bit, taking off inner buds. Cat turning tool, been a long time since I've done that. This is a drain for Penske. They use these automatic drains on radiators, so I got that. Power steering stuff for automotive. This is, a siphon gun. And here, these are my my crow feeder in here. These are my standards that I've had for, some of them are pretty old. Most of them are snap-ons, head down. I bought this set of standard flare nut crow's feet. They're good stuff. This is a quick set of metrics I bought here. Haven't really used them too very much. This is goes up 2 inches. That's a Tecton set. So I got crow feet up to 2 inches. And then I got some, there's a flare nut crow feet. Got another set of them here. So those are my crow feet. This is some interesting stuff here. That's the old socket for taking off jake brakes. Built this for oil pressure sensors on M11s. This I built for oil pressure sensors for on the Detroits. You got to be careful, man. You can sure kill the oil temperature sensor unit when you use it. This used to take off the cam timing sensor on back below Cumminses. Here is your all your sockets for sensors. One of them here, it's just the one I did it. So I got one of them, it's kind of long here. I took, it's for doing the knock sensor. So I took the grinder and put a little divot in there so that way I can take, go back on the back of a Detroit 1 box, put that on there, and take that old-time air hammer I got, stick that thing in there, and impact that knock sensor. See if that works. Then, of course, there's a bunch of that one I made for one of those sensors. That's old fuel sensor. So these are all those specialty sockets. This is your measuring department here. Got squares, got caliper, got saw blades, got more saw blades, dial indicators, square, more blades, depth mic. I think it's a snap gauge in there. There's a regular mic. So there's my dial indicator. There's my this is for like the ones for doing disc brake rotors. It's handy, so I use that quite a bit. A square. Needed that one time for gas engines. It's my torque wrench I used to use for doing Cummins injectors, and I also had a dial indicator wrench too. And then we got feeler gauges and all that other stuff, measuring stuff in there. And then back here, that's these are a bunch of pipes, bushings that you would use for various things and clips. So that's the top one. So let's stop that video here. I think this was number 6. We'll go on to another compartment. Thanks.